Hello everybody and welcome into the SFA Season 18 College Football Playoff Opening Round. We've got Ohio State taking on LSU, our final game of the College Football Opening Round. We've had 5 games. We've had 2 upsets seeding-wise, Fresno State and Texas State. So it's been a lot of fun. We've got the final one here. We got the juggernaut Ohio State. They've had a great year. They're 12-1. And LSU, very tough start to the season, but have been firing on all cylinders as of late. Won the SEC to get here, so they will go on the road to see if they can take down the big, bad Ohio State. As always, though, this is the SFA. It's an online dynasty, ran through Discord, Twitch, and YouTube. You can jump in any time, claim an open team, set your schemes, recruit in the Discord, and build your way up to being a national champion, fighting for that crystal yam, fighting for some home field merch, stickers, all of that stuff. So it's a lot of fun. Check out links in any of our descriptions, of course. And if you are watching live, thank you for tuning on in. You can use that Twitch Prime sub so you don't miss out on any of the action. And yeah, as always, if you want even more customization of your team or just more content, you check out patreon.com/BearSFA to support us that way as well. Very excited for this one. We've got a lot on the line. 2 powerhouses, IRL, LSU, more of a mid-team here in the SFA sense. So let's see what the rosters look like. We'll go through all the rosters, then we'll watch the game in its entirety. But as always, make sure to check out our friends over at Home Field Apparel. They just dropped new boxes for the new season. Check them out. You can use code SFA for 15% off or just our affiliate link. Save yourself about 35 bucks. They are also dropping a ton more throughout this month. They're dropping bomber jackets, more fleeces, new hats, all sorts of stuff. So check them out. So here we go. LSU. Tough start to the year, but they have been firing on all cylinders, led by SFA Player of the Year, LaVelo Blackley. And their running back, Addie McBuckets, the SFA player as well. Tons of SFA players on this team. At wide receiver, Ernest Bowie, Jelani McCray, the SFA player, and Marcus Glover. At tight end, the SFA player, Michael Goat Sicky. Offensive line looks like this. Pretty decent across the line. Maybe some weak spots there at guard, but overall pretty good. And then you got the freshman, Ladarius Quan Swamp on one side. And then on the other side, SFA player Dario Swick. And in the middle, the SFA player Romeo Kratz. At linebacker, Marcus Lawson, the best outside linebacker in the country. And the middle, Tim Hall, kind of weak there. And Maurice Hawley, very weak there. Out wide, you've got dual SFA players, Corton Holvik. He had the pick to beat Tennessee. Ladie Eccles, Travis Williams, and Darius Johnson in the back. David Dawson and Antonio Green. Their kicker being Eric Hodges. So, very decent team here, riddled with SFA players, going up against a pretty much all CPU team in Ohio State. But they have been, when we've watched them live, they've been almost impossible to beat. Isaac Osborne has been an absolute beast this year. Pat Stone was Heisman finalist in season 17. We also saw Chris Davis. He's a very capable running back as well. Wide receiver Chip Smith, Justin Pugh, and Kyle Olson. Tight end, you got Herbert Gerbert, the only SFA player on this team. Offensive line looking like this. Pretty weak at some parts, but Chris Ford won himself an award. And on defense, Danny Rice. You got Jack Roberts, and in the middle, Leroy Johnson, Matt McCoy. Linebackers, Sean Weber, Jamal Cook, and Robert Rich. And out wide, Jamie Blair, Keith Johnson, John Adams. And then you've got Josh Carter, and you've got Mark Williams. And their kicker, Jamal Carroll, punter as well. So they're beastly on special teams, and that's what it is. So this is going to be a very fun game. The final one, winner does move on to face Florida State. So let's see what happens. Let me go find this game. No. Perfect BearCave for the... I mean, there's no... I don't have any perfect BearCave reward or anything. but 6 games is not much, and besides, opening round games are much more predictable. So speaking of, this one is a push game. So get your Bob and Us ready. This is our only push game of the first round. On paper, LSU is technically better than Ohio State, so we'll see what happens. They've definitely had a much different path to the playoff. So make sure to get your predictions in. And I should be able to finalize the BearCave rewards potentially today. See if I have time. This is the 4 versus 13 matchup. LSU is ranked number 23, of course. With auto bids, you don't have to be ranked inside the top 14. So what should we look at here? Should we go all black, put them in the gray wolf, do what they historically have done just their playoff, go all white? I think the question is, I want to see what LSU brings to the table. Do they have any? I know that they have purple and they have the white helmet, but I think they don't have a yellow top. So at most you can go with like the all purple. So I mean, we could go the all white here. I like the all white, and then you're saying you want the all gray? The gray helmet just doesn't look good. I don't know what to tell you, man. That wolf helmet is kind of trash. What if we do the black helmet with it? And then the all whites. Alright, so final game of the opening round. I don't have a schedule yet for the next games. So let's get her done. Can Ohio State move on? Winner faces Florida State, who pounded on Cincinnati. Wasn't the greatest game by them, and this would be in the Fiesta Bowl. So LSU having to go straight north and then straight southwest would be a kind of long trip. So let's see what happens. Oh, baby, we're at the Horseshoe, the Ohio State University. We got a SEC team traveling north, much like real life in the first round, where Tennessee had to go here. Not cold, no rain, but the #1 pass offense in the nation. LaVelo Blackley, the SFA Player of the Year. Can they get it done? Ohio Stadium. Here we go. Saving probably the best matchup for last in terms of brand names. All right, so we'll see LSU on the field first. LSU shocked the world against Tennessee. Nobody gave them a chance. Can they do it against number 4 Ohio State, who had a 12-0 regular season, lost to Iowa in the Big Ten Championship by a point? Can LSU do the unthinkable? The handoff to start. No, we'll start on the pass. A quick throw to David Wright, and that'll be 5 yards. So they've got the SFA quarterback, running back, tight end, and a wide receiver on the offense. So advantage does go to LSU in SFA talent. We'll see how that translates here. Goat Sicky, number 11. Hand on the ground. So a keeper now for LaVelo. He goes backwards. So not the best start here for the SFA Player of the Year. Remember, award given out to the best non-Heisman finalist SFA player. So 3rd and 7 to start the game. Can they keep this early drive going? Play action. Lovello dumps that off, and what a move by David Wright to get the first. He tight-roped it. Oh, baby. Didn't have a lot of hope for that one right there. So split backs now. Yams that deep, and that's caught. They're across the 40 now. Marcus Glover this time. So here comes LSU early on, firing on all cylinders. This is LSU's 2nd appearance in the playoff. Last time was season 14, where they lost in the semifinals to East Carolina. Addie McBuckets gets their first carry of the ball game for no yards. Roberts on the tackle. 2nd and 10, just inside the 40 here, 4 wide. Lovello Blackley has the time. He takes off. There he goes, and he slides right under the linebacker. That'll be another 3rd down. Not sure if we are quite in field goal range yet. Split backs. Yams that one deep. Another corner route. It's Glover again inside the 20. And another conversion. Yes, Fresno State did end up beating Southern Miss by 16, so they will go on to face Iowa. So we'll get a whole bracket update and stuff later on today. So 1st and 10, trips right on this opening possession. Hand off to Addie McBuckets to the outside. Has room, breaks one, and gets to the 10. So we've had 2 upsets so far in the opening round. This has been a much closer opening round than the last couple of years, because we've had a lot of close games. Second and 5. Lovello takes off. He spins. Lovello stiffies, and he's brought down. They'll call it a sack. So another 3rd down on this opening possession, trying to score. Shotgun set, 4 wide, safety coming down. Lovello fakes it over the middle, caught, and touchdown LSU! What a start for the Fighting Tigers! Tried to tip it away, was the linebacker, and he just whiffed. Excellent ball placement for Lovello Blackley, and they strike first on the road. But every single game has been somewhat close, except for the Iowa game. That was the only just outright just splattering. Cincinnati kept fighting. They almost had a chance against Florida State at least. All the other games were pretty close. And then, of course, the last game was just within 10. So everything's been somewhat competitive. Split backs now. We'll see Ohio State for the first time. Isaac Osborne flips it out. Little trick shot there. Gets it to Pat Stone. Nice 7-yard start. So on defense, you got all the corners. The top 2 corners are SFA players. And then 3 of the 4 defensive linemen are SFA players. So Isaac Osborne steps in, dumps that off, and that's a first down and more. He has so much room. Pat Stone. All right, the former Heisman finalist coming out hot. Nice way to start it here. Stiffy and a linebacker. That's where the weakness is on this LSU defense. Those linebackers, they have one of the best in the country and 2 complete noobs. So now a keeper for Osborne. He breaks one, gets a block, stumbles for 9. I forget what game it was, but we saw Ohio State, and they just clobbered all over a team. I'm not sure. I don't know. Was that Penn State? I don't remember, but 2nd and 1. Osborne hands it off. Another big run up the gut. That's 12 for Pat. Ah, yeah, Michigan. They domed them. Yeah, whatever that game was, Isaac Osborne had one of the more impressive quarterback performances I've ever seen. Triple option here. Isaac Osborne keeps it for 7. So 7-0 start for LSU, but here comes Ohio State. Their only SFA player is Gerbert Herbert, number 85. Another handoff, another first. So no third downs yet on this possession. Just slowly but surely getting those first downs. Now they're in shotgun. Osborne, clean pocket, dumps it off, wide open man. It's the running back again, Pat Stone. They're going to use him early and often, it seems, in all ways. So going right down the field is both teams. Can they finish the job? 2nd and inches. Motion. Triple option. Floats that out. He has room. Touchdown, Ohio State. Justin Pugh. All right, folks, a quick response. This might be a barn burner. A lot of offense potentially here. We've had some great defensive games. So 7-7. So 1st and 10. LaVello Blackley hands it off to Addy McBuckets and spins for nothing. Not a great start here for Addy. Welcome in Coach Nathan. F the Buckeyes. It's been a while since they've been really good in the SFA. They do have a national championship. I think it was season 10, I believe. They played in 3 straight, but they lost to Clemson in 2 of them. But this is Ohio State's first playoff appearance since season 12 as they yam that deep, almost intercepted on 3rd down. So now a 3 and out for LSU. Oh, man, a dropped return here. He still picks it up. Gets some positive yards out of it. But just to kind of tell you what's been happening with Ohio State, they made 5 straight playoffs, season 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12. And then a 5-year hiatus immediately following, and now they're back. So we'll see if they have corrected the ship here, so to speak. Isaac Osborne, yams, and that's going to be 6 for Justin Pugh. I'm a bit worried for LSU. I don't see their defense really stopping Ohio State too much, so they've got to score a lot of points here. Quick option yet again. Floats it out. There goes Pat Stone. Breaks a tackle. He has the speed. Can he break away? Yes, he does! Holy smokes! Pat Stone on your dome! What a run! Just blistering speed there from Ohio State. The season 17 Heisman finalist. He's had some injury struggles this year, but he is healthy and ready to go. So 14-7 here for Ohio State. Oh man, I'm kind of just drooling at the idea of Travion Burner versus Pat Stone. Oh baby. Yeah, I mean, it's entirely possible. We have a couple of good ones. Hand off here. Addie McBuckets runs over a man. And that's going to be 12 for Addie McBuckets. First and 10, Lavello over the middle, and Jelani McCray makes his first catch. The SFA player, former 5-star. But Ohio State and LSU are the only two CPUs left in the field, so they got to go on a run. Second and 4. Stiffy here from Addie McBuckets, and that's another first. Addie McBuckets running with power early on. See if they can keep it up. So pistol form for Lavello. Goat Sicky in motion to the slot. Lavello has time. Yams that deep to the corner. 50-50 tipped away. Great play by the safety. Second and 10. Split backs. Another pass for Lavello over the middle and intercepted! It's going the other way. He never saw the linebacker, Robert Rich. So if you remember on that touchdown, it was Robert Rich who completely whiffed. He mistimed his jump. And then this time, he times it perfectly. So Ohio State now gets the ball right back, and here comes Isaac Osborne. He lowers the shoulder, lays the boom. Ohio State, man, this is such a fun team to watch. And SFA-wise, it feels like a breath of fresh air, because remember, guys, it hadn't been since, like, mid-2023 since they won the national championship. So it's been over, you know, about 2 IRL years, as that's going to be a first down. LSU players will be wheel spins, Nathan. First and 10, last play of the first quarter. Osborne steps up. He has time, delivers a strike to Pat Stone, breaks a tackle. Oh, look at him move. Pat Stone is legitimately looking like he's just on a different speed parity. He looks like he, on a scale of 1 to 100, he's running at like a 120. They are immediately in positive territory now. Handoff, up the gut, 8 yards. Second and 2. Tight end in motion. Herbert Gerbert to the slot. Can we see the SFA player dome him? Osborne to the end zone and caught! Chip Smith taps the toes! Touchdown, Ohio State! What a catch by Chip. So Ohio State gave up a quick 7 points, and then they have just been firing on all cylinders since. Look at the beanie. We're cooking. All right, LSU back against the wall. Lavello, you gotta do something here, buddy. Yeah, Ohio State looks scary. They're giving me vibes of last year's Iowa State, where they just hit a different octave. Dumps that off, Addie McBuckets, and that's gonna be 7 yards. 2nd and 3 here for LSU. Can they find a way? Handoff, Addy McBuckets. That will be a first. Ohio State versus Washington. Washington's due for a run. They are tied for the most SFA playoff appearances without a national championship win, and they've never even been in the game. Yeah, they're tied with Alabama and Georgia with 6 appearances and no wins. 2nd and 9. Little Lovello action, hands it off, and Addy McBucket still powering through. Addy McBucket showing off the power today. So 3rd down chance here for Lovello. He will throw it. Has the time over the middle, and a diving grab. Can't hang on. Tough window. Fourth and 2. But I am very excited for that Iowa State-Washington rematch. Because that game last year was special. Those were definitely the 2 best teams in the nation. And now we get in the quarterfinal. And run for Pat Stone. He gets 12. But we definitely, what we can't do is get Brandon Outlaw throwing 5 picks again. That version of Outlaw will get them domed by Iowa State. Got to play like they played in the first game. 1st and 10 for Isaac Osborne. Yams out over the middle. Another completion. A perfect start so far for Isaac Osborne. 8 for 8 start. He's cooking. Split backs now. And broken tackle, and they finally bring him down in the backfield. Tim Hall. 6 tackles here for the low-ranking linebacker. So a 3rd down for Ohio State. Looking for the first stop. Split backs. The snap, they bring a blitz free rusher. Hit him as he throws. And that will end the drive. What a drive for LSU. So down 14, plenty of time, especially with the defense coming up clutch there. Ohio State does have the Guy and the Ray Award winners, so they have the best kicker and punter in the nation. So Lovello had that great opening possession. Since then, though, he's been a little cautious, especially after throwing that interception. Can't let it phase you. Handoff once again to Addy McBuckets, and just not enough room to get outside. Jack Roberts tracks him down from behind. So 2nd and 11 now for the LSU Tigers. Your SEC champs. Quick option for Lovello. He can't get the pitch off. It'll be 3rd and long. Danny Rice on the tackle. So after a very heavy scoring first quarter, we're now trading 3 and outs here. 3rd down. What can Lovello cook up? Has time, has to dump it off, got to make a play, and they can't get the first. Jelani McRae. So 4th and 6, they have to punt yet again, down 14. Not a great second quarter here for LSU. Here's the return now, and spins forward to the 37. It's Chris Davis, the backup running back. So 4 minutes here for Ohio State. They do get the ball after halftime as well. Everything coming up Buckeyes. It's a keeper now for Osborne. He gets running room and another first down. Doesn't have the craziest speed at quarterback, but he's been great. Quick option here, and down he goes. A negative play. Dario Swick, the SFA IGR. Second and 13 now. Got him behind the sticks. Handoff. Pat Stone to the outside. He turns upfield, and he's just short. 12 yards for Pat. So third down for the Ohio State University. Motion for Gerber. Handoff Pat Stone. He gets it with ease. He bobs and weaves. First down, Pat Stone. This dude is just on another planet right now. Averaging 17 a carry. First and 10. Quick option. Breaks one. Spins. Can't flip it out. Flipping it out at the very end there would have been a majestic. That would have been awesome. So 2nd and 9. Trips left. Handoff Pat Stone. Another nice run of 6 yards. Another third down upcoming. Third and 3 for Isaac Osborne. The snap delayed. Give to Pat Stone. He never had a chance. Maurice Hawley on the tackle. Immediately stacked up. So 4th down, they bring out the field goal unit to push the lead to 17. 3 scores. And it's no good. He pushed it left. So there's your chance, LSU. The guy who won the kicker award or whatever. All right, can LSU find something now? To the outside, a stiffy for Addy McBuckets. Gets 2 out of that. So the offenses have cooled off here towards the end of the half. LSU needs to find what they were cooking on that first possession. Over the middle, a dump off pass, broken tackle, and 3rd and inches. They've got to hurry it up now. Third down for LSU. They'll pass it, dumps that off to Addy McBuckets, and that will get 6. Minute 15, 3 timeouts, plenty of time for Lovello. But a lot of dump-offs so far. Quick option, can't flip it out. Another negative play here for LSU. 2nd and 13. Interesting defensive alignment here. Everybody on that right side. Quick option here, and Lovello keeps it. He's trying to find room, stays on his feet, gets 6 out of it. It'll be 3rd and 7. They hurry it up. Lovello drops back. He has the time. Great blocking. Yams it deep. 50-50. Incomplete. Jamie Blair. So 4th and 7. They've got to punt it right back. A lot of 3rd downs. Nice punt out of bounds there. But 38 seconds here for Ohio State. They get the ball after halftime as well. They missed a field goal. Motion man, handoff. There goes Pat Stone. Another big play. He gets 15. The snap for Osborne. He geared up for a yam, but he is sacked. Second and 17, the clock is running. Osborne to the flat, it's caught. Pugh gets 7. So it'll be 3rd and 9 now. They are in fringe jam range, I would say. Osborne gearing up, he yams it deep, hits his man! Oh no, Thomas Ward for 29! Not like this, LSU. 8 seconds. Can LSU hold? Hold the line. Osborne hits his man. It's gonna be close. So they will now line up for the field goal 45 yards from left hash to take a 3-score lead. The kick, it's up, and this time it's good. So at the end of the first half, Ohio State is up 24-7. A great end of half sequence there for Ohio State. They've just been killing it here. Tough scenes for LSU fans, or SEC fans in general. The SEC, of course, not happy with just the Citrus Bowl victory for Auburn. Man, he took a lick there at the end, too. So you look at the first half stats. Ohio State firing on all cylinders. LSU, after that first drive, has just done really nothing at all. Alright, does LSU have any hopes? Do they have any dreams? (24-7). Isaac Osborne back on the field, just like a beautiful end of half drive. Starts with a yam and intercepted! Can he stay in bounds? No! But what a play that gives LSU life early on! And that is Cortland Holvik, the SFA player. He picked off Tennessee to secure the SEC championship, and now he gives them life. Quick option now, floats it out. Addy McBuckets gets 7. Second and 3, welcome in Chef Moose. Hand off Addy McBuckets. Oh, close to a first down. That just sounds like too much work, though, Chef Moose, not gonna lie. So, 3rd and short. Lovello will pass. He floats that one open. Man, inside the 10. Here comes LSU.
That makes it 1st and goal.
First and goal, full house formation. They're going to audible. Never seen this audible before in the full house. Lovello has the time, floats it deep, caught! Oh, they turned the defender around. Charlie DeLoach gives them a tutty. What a pass from Lavello Blackley. Hung in there. Found just between the safeties. The perfect start to the half for LSU. So 24-14, LSU has all the momentum. Isaac Osborne, remember, he is a true freshman after all, even though he plays like a 10-year vet. How will he respond after throwing the pick? 24-14, don't want to let him back into this game. Motion man. Counter to the receiver. That'll be a first down. Ohio State notorious for their unique running style, getting a lot of different guys involved. First and 10. Handoff outside. Pat Stone does nothing. Pat Stone at 137 now, averaging only 12.5 a carry. Motion for Gerbert. Snap, it's going to be a tight end screen. Oh, it's also a running back screen. There goes Pat Stone. He gets 3 out of it. He's been very active in the pass game as well. Third down, though, for Ohio State. LSU can get the ball back. 3-man rush. Yams at deep right side. Wide open man. Thomas Ward down the seam. First down, Buckeyes. Thomas Ward got behind Cortland Holvick. Safety couldn't quite get over there. Looks like they may have been running cover 3 in a verticals concept. Handoff for Pat Stone. Another big run for him. He gets 8. Yeah, only 12.5 a carry. Now 12.1. We don't want to see this in single digits. Great response to the interception, though. There goes Pat. Oh, he completely passed up a free path to the end zone to the outside. Shows violence up the gut. Trying to send a message, I guess. Safety coming down. Osborne over the middle. Caught and down to the inch. Justin Pugh. So inch to go. Osborne, Pat Stone, touchdown, Buckeyes! They re-extend the lead. In the blink of an eye. (31-14). LSU just looks outmatched on the defensive side of the ball. Yes, they have SFA players, but their middle is not very good. Their safeties are bad. Their linebackers are bad. Isaac Osborne is a true freshman. I'm like 99% sure. He's an absolute beast. He did this against Nebraska when we watched him live. Only this game's much more Pat Stone. That game was much more Osborne. Here's McBuckets. Continuing to break tackles every way he goes. No, I'm not going to take Ohio State's best quarterback. And they're finally doing something. Oh, that could have been picked. Jamie Blair almost brought it in. 3rd and 3. The handoff, Addy McBucket stiffies a man, and he gets the first down. Powerful run from Addy McBuckets. Yeah, that's what's happened for Ohio State like the last 4 seasons. But not this year. Hand off, another decent carry for McBuckets. This would be great if, you know, it was tie game and McBuckets was just running and smashing and, you know, weakening them. But you got to score points now. You are down. Got to make some big plays here, Lavello. Motion from Goat Sicky. We haven't seen him make a catch yet. Another handoff for McBuckets and another first down.
That's good for a gain of 8 yards. First down.
Inside the 45, Lavello Blackley. Yams that deep to the corner and caught. Beautiful catch. Ernest Bowie. His first catch of the day. Lavello takes off this time, finds room, breaks one, and they'll call it a sack.
That is a loss of 1 yard. That'll bring up second and 11.
Ghani herpa syphilades and died. What the heck? Second and 11. Over the middle, hospital ball. Deloach brings it in. Charlie Deloach, a couple nice catches today. 3rd and 5 for the fighting LSU Tigers. Lavello has time. Down he goes. Sack-a-doodle-doo. So 40-yarder from right hash to get this back to a 2-score game. The kick, it's up, and it is good. So LSU hanging in there. I know it's not pretty. So 31-17, Ohio State leading by 2 scores. They continue playing sound offense. They should be A-OK. There goes Isaac Osborne, chased by Dario Swick. Or no, it's Romeo Krotz, the defensive tackle. Team of the Year player from last year. 2nd and 3. I have no plans to touch Ohio State's quarterbacks. I'm actually looking to not put as many quarterbacks in the portal since nobody goes after them. 3rd and 7. Over the middle, caught, and that's going to be a first down. Chip Smith. First and 10. Handoff, Pat Stone. He gets 2 yards. So they've really reeled in Pat Stone since that first quarter. He was going ballistic, and now he's just kind of, you know, not doing too much here. LSU needs to find a stop. And ball's on the ground. It's going backwards. Stone picks it up. He's trying to make something out of this. He loses 4. What a hit from Spurlock. Almost caused a turnover. So Ohio State living dangerously here in the second half. Pat Stone pissed off. Need to reel in their freshman quarterback. So big 3rd down here. Oh, and now Nicholas Paul's in the game. So Isaac Osborne was hurt on the play, and now there's a sack. So big changes here. Hold your horses. Backup quarterback in. Osborne's out. All the momentum with LSU. Now Osborne should come in soon. Only elbow brucitis, but the chance is there here for LSU. You got LaVelo Blackley, you got the player of the year. We know they have the offense. It's a 95 overall offense. Scoring should not be a problem. 4 wide. Quick option. Floats it out to McBuckets. Trying to get outside. Man, it's just so difficult. They're just so good at collapsing McBuckets. One of the best power backs in the nation. And fighting for every inch of that 4 yards to carry. 2 tight ends on the field now. 2nd and 14. LaVelo, clean pocket. Yams that to the corner. Chill, like triple coverage. 5 Ohio State players in the area. Now it's 3rd and 1,000,000. 3rd and 14. Keep the drive moving, LaVelo. Had time. Yams it deep and incomplete. Hit as he threw. Had open men. It dropped right in between all 3. Oh, man. If he could have gotten that off, that would have been electric. So Ohio State gets the ball back. That was really the chance, I think. So the Heisman and the Heisman finalists are above the SFA Player of the Year because he is specifically chosen as the best non-Heisman finalist. They're exempt from that award. So at the end of 3, Ohio State leads by 2 scores. The reason we added SFA Player of the Year was because there were some incredible performances like Chet Doge and stuff that just never had a chance to get a Heisman vote. So that's why we created that Player of the Year award. But quarterbacks have been dominating it lately anyways, because they've just been so good and there hasn't been like elite performances. I was deciding between LaVelo Blackley, Wally Culpepper, the Boise State wide receiver, and potentially Garrett Gamar if he didn't get the Heisman votes, but he did. So 3rd and 8, Nicholas Paul still in the game. No Osborne. That's going to be a 1st down for Thomas Ward. Great job breaking the tackle. So drive continues. Nicholas Paul still in the game. So Paul keeps it now, and Paul gets himself 7. So looks like a bit more of a running quarterback over Isaac Osborne, a bit bigger. Dumps that off. Pat Stone on the corner, and they bring him down. It'll be 3rd and 4. So definitely a part of this offense is missing. They don't have that same kind of a spark with Nicholas Paul out there. No X factor, really. Motion man. They'll hand it off to the receiver, and he doesn't get the 1st. So they'll bring out the field goal unit. 50 yards to put this back up to 3 scores. Can they do it? The kick gets up, and it is no good. The 2nd miss of the game. keeps LSU in this one. Remember, LSU, all they need to do is score a touchdown before they use those timeouts, and they have a chance. Got him to jump, but no flag. There goes McBuckets. But LSU's just been super run-heavy here and haven't been able to break off any big runs. What year's the starter? LaVelo Blackley is redshirt senior, and both of Ohio State's quarterbacks they've used today are freshmen. 2nd and 2. LaVelo. Yam. Float. And caught by Jelani McCray. Breaks 2 tackles. There goes Jelani for 20. Look at the lower body strength to stay on his feet here. Masterful play by Jelani McCray. So trips to the left-hand side here. Here comes LSU. McBuckets, another carry, gets 4. Much like their season this year, LSU hanging in there by the skin of their teeth. 9 and 4, of course. 1 loss away from being exempt from the playoff. Quick throw. It's a screen, and they blow it up. 3rd and 8 upcoming. Third and 8 for the LSU Tigers. The snap for LaVelo. Yams this deep right side and tipped away by Jamie Blair. Just needed a little more loft. So 4th down, game could be on the line right here. They need a 1st down. Empty set for LaVelo. What is the call? The SFA Player of the Year. 3-man rush. He has time. Steps up and down he goes. He couldn't get the ball off his arm. Turnover on downs. The coverage sack. And Ohio State has it. And Isaac Osborne is back in. It's looking like this game is over. The fat lady may be singing. And toss to Thomas. Ball's on the ground. It's picked up. There they go. What a play for Ohio State. Chip Smith, 33 yards. Everything breaking Ohio State's way. What in the world was that? LSU thought they made a splash play, and it turns into losing 33. I don't care. I'm keeping that highlight even if he's down. I am keeping that highlight even if he's down. I do not care. Oh my gosh, he's down. Boo!
After review of the play, the ruling on the field is reversed.
Oh, screw you, Ohio State. Come on. Even when you make a cool play, you can't keep it. God, they're so good, they can't even fumble it. So Isaac Osborne now. 5 minutes left. They're going to start running clock. Second down. Last chance really for LSU. Trying to get that ball back. And they make the play. Yes, they do. It'll be 3rd down. So 3rd and 4, they're going to let this clock run out. So really last chance for LSU if they want to keep those timeouts. What is the call for Isaac Osborne? All he needs is 4 yards. He'll throw it over the middle, and it is caught by Chip Smith. Fantastic job reeling that one in. They'll keep running the ball. Floats it out. Caught by Chip Smith. There he goes. He gets 13. And this game feeling more over by the second. Technically not. Does LSU have a last gasp? LSU technically has won this second half, outscoring them 10-7. So 1st and 10, Ohio State. They'll keep throwing it. No, it's a handoff. Pat Stone, stutter step, 1st down. So the CFP opening round coming to a close the last 3 minutes. Can we see a miracle for LSU? Handoff Pat Stone. They're looking for something. They can't rip it out. 2nd and 7 now. They start using the timeouts. Yes, it did, Wind. Yes, it did. Pat Stone to the outside. Up the gut. Pat Stone with another big run. First and goal for Ohio State. Hand off to Pat Stone. Touchdown, Ohio State! The final nail in the coffin. (38-17). And we may have the game of the playoff coming up next week. There are so many exciting games in the quarterfinal. We've got UNC Texas State, which is just a ridiculous matchup. We've got the rematch for Iowa State Washington from the semifinal last year. We've got Ohio State and Florida State. That's going to be an amazing game. And then we also have Iowa and Fresno. So 7 users, 1 CPU. Who wants to win 3 in a row? So do we have any last highlights for LaVelo Blackley before he ends his career? Dumps that off and almost picked.
Number 36 was the intended receiver, by the way.
38-17. LaVelo has time, misses his man! Slime is absolutely rattled here today.
That brings up 3rd and 10.
3rd and 10. Hand off to Addy McBuckets. Can he get it? No! So 4th and 4. Keeping the offense on the field. What is the call for LaVelo? Takes it. Has time. Has all the time in the world. Floats it and almost intercepted, then almost caught. It's turnover on downs. Great attempt there by Bowie trying to bring that in. Would have been a great drive-saving catch, but got a turnover. So just a couple more plays here, and we should be good to go. Another carry for Pat Stone, a negative gain. LSU still calling those timeouts. Another handoff for Pat Stone. He's pushing, he gets 5 out of it.
Gaining 4 yards. That'll make it 3rd and 5.
So 3rd down for the Ohio State. So 3rd and 5, 90 seconds left. Motion. Hands it off. Thomas Ward. A great run from Ward as well. Ward has had some great ball carrier vision today. So victory formation for the Buckeyes. One more snap. And as we hit triple zeros here, Ohio State dominates LSU in the SEC 38-17. They pick up right where they left off in the regular season, and they will advance to the Fiesta Bowl, where they will face Coach Jackie Moon and Florida State. A great round of CFP opening games, arguably the best 6-game slate we've seen from the opening round in quite some time. As up next is the quarterfinals, where we move to neutral sites. So 8 teams remain, 7 users, 1 CPU, all fighting for the Crystal Yam. We'll see you there. All right. CFP opening round in the books. Got an outright win now for Ohio State. More people picked LSU, oddly enough. 35K. There you go. Dominant win for Ohio State. We'll check out the stats and stuff, then we'll get on out of here. I will give out the final BearCave standings. Derby goes through the entire CFP, so that won't be finalized for a little bit. Yeah, Pat Stone, Heisman finalist in season 17. Has had injury struggles when we watched him this year, but this game he played the whole time, and he was elite. As you can see, the big part of most of these opening round games is if you can run the ball. Pretty much all the teams that won, outside a couple, had guys pushing 200 yards rushing. All right. So scoring summary, Ohio State punched them in the teeth with 21 straight, or 24 straight. Let me get my screenshot. All right, now looking at the stats here. LaVelo Blackley goes 17 of 29, 182, 2 touchdowns and an interception, ending his career off with a loss. McBuckets, 88 yards, 4.4 a carry. Glover had a great start to the game, but they just couldn't really find anything later on. Defensively, Tim Hall, 12 tackles. Dawson with 11. A lot of different guys got 2 TFLs. They did get 2 sacks. The interception for Holvik, but just, couldn't contain the big plays or the run game. For Ohio State, Isaac Osborne, 16 of 18, 198, 1 touchdown, 1 pick. Pat Stone, 196, 8.5 a carry, 3 touchdowns. He also added 48 through the air. Thomas Ward had 85. Touchdown went to Chip Smith. And on defense, Jack Roberts, 6 tackles. A lot of different guys with TFLs. They had 4 total sacks. The interception for Robert Rich was an awesome play. 6 deflections and no fumbles. So that will do it here for the opening round. We'll check on those players of the game, and then we'll get on out of here. It's going to take me a bit, but I'll get VODs, highlights, and everything out. I'll get the new playoff bracket out and such. And then, of course, the final BearCave standings, because that's the last game that's in BearCave. So thank you guys for watching these 6 games. I'll have a schedule out probably late tonight on what the quarterfinal looks like. I don't know what the game slots yet or anything are going to look like. So I'll make an announcement. Don't ask me. I'm already working on it. But yeah, thanks for watching. We'll see you later.